In Spain, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
France versus Spain and natives. I'd say that favors France, but Dutch versus port out of Nats should favor Dutch.
Yeah.
Ready? Come on. Yes.
Ready, mener så.
Heil?
Commandement.
Commandment?
But the team serves, I think that France would be favored because... Oh my god, I'm
Yes.
sorry, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Port France would be favored because their civs are better in the long run.
Yes, they have the better eco, I guess.
Yeah.
But the problem is for me, the first push from Dutch and also from Spain, it's really strong.
Oh, my mic is too low apparently.
Can you hear your own voice when you talk?
Yeah. Oh, I'm already adjusting my volume to +20, so I don't know.
Yeah, I need also to fix because I don't use so much TeamSpeak. Oh, Jason, you found the 165 coin treasure. This is pretty nice at the beginning.
Oh yeah. That means he can probably, if he ages with 14 vils to H2, he can maybe even age to 3 with 24 vils instead of 26, which would be very nice for him.
Yeah, this is pretty nice early boost.
Fuck my life. Okay, he can easily age with 15 couriers instead of 16. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's, to be honest, it's for me also the first time that I cast a 2v2.
And again, he doesn't have the trickle, so maybe not. He might have to do 16. See, he already got hunting dogs, which is good. Replacement mine's on the way.
And what do you think about the French deck? Do you think it's useful to have the native upgrade in H3? That your natives are stronger?
Yeah, I think that's a good card. I think he should take out the... well, what I do is I take out a plantation card and replace it with the native cards, because normally games don't last long enough for you for the coin cards to make a huge difference.
Oh, okay.
The Floco's deck is pretty standard. Yeah, everyone else's deck looks pretty standard.
Actually, Spain and Dutch have cheaper nuts in deck.
Oh. Yeah, I guess one of them misspec'd. I don't know, are they putting Floco in Nats? That would be weird. And the other team, France, is definitely going Nats. France versus Dutch favors France pretty heavily. Maybe I can try to turn down Queen, I don't know. Change volume.
I think when Sports is able to hold the first push from Dutch and can camp with a lot of artillery, I think it will be fine for Ports, but pretty hard.
Sorry, what were you saying? I was playing around with the settings on TeamSpeak.
It's just, I prefer Skype, but TeamSpeak is also fine, but not Discord. And TeamSpeak I just don't use so often, and then I don't have the options perfect.
Well, actually, I thought I was adjusting my voice +20, but actually I was my TeamSpeak settings were making you sound louder, so that was probably the issue. It was on my end, not yours.
Okay, okay.
I think.
Oh, he aged up with 15 wills at port.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, but 14 should always be the goal for ports. I mean, if you get like literally 0 treasures and a bad crate start, then you have to age with 15.
Yeah, he has only a 40 coin treasure. Nothing else.
Wait, he already has placer mines. Why is he still chopping wood? I'm not sure.
Hello?
What do you think is the best for Dutch with how many banks we should age up?
I usually make 5 before going to Colonial, and then make the 6th one on the way to Fortress. The Flocko's doing something weird with making 2 banks, and it looks like he's gathering to... Oh.
No.
It looks like he's getting ready to age up, because he's switching a bunch of vills onto food. He's gonna make a 3rd bank, and then he's gonna age up, it looks like.
Let me check the hunt.
So Flocko has 1 in the middle, in the trade route triangle, and
Yeah.
1 right here, and 1 right here. And then that leaves Riviera with 2 up here and 1 down here. So it's not perfect, but it'll get them both to Imperial. Actually, it doesn't look that good for yellow.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yellow still is 4, but for ports really prefer to have 5. I guess if yellow really wants to do that one.
Well, I think both have 8 hunts, both teams.
Yeah. So it looks like it's at least even between
Yeah.
both teams. Like evenly far and even numbered, although maybe a bit farther for the opfrumm and Jalen.
Can you turn down a bit your game sound? People ask in the chat.
Yeah, oh, what the fuck? It randomly got louder. It's so... okay.
This game is just so weird.
No, I mean, like, I was controlling the sound with an external software, and it suddenly got louder, like,
Oh,
like,
then it
everyone
should not
knows the
happen.
sound inside the game sucks, but I was, like, controlling it with an external software, so it really shouldn't be becoming loud again. It's weird.
Okay. I tried this extra this extra sound program, but I really don't understand it, so I just let everything how it is, even when it's sometimes annoying.
Okay. Wait. Siviera has 20... Okay, I think Siviera is doing a very late Fortress age up. He has 24 vills. And normally you have 22 when you're aging the Fortress. You make 20 and then the 2 from the Colonial age up. And you still have enough wood for TC when you age, but Siviera made an extra 2.
Yeah. Wow, okay.
Oh. I actually forgot. You can just look at the top and see if people are aging. And
Yeah, on the top, there's a green bar.
maybe I should move the... no, reduce the time to treaty.
Yeah, you should move it under the names. Yeah.
Doing that right now. No, people should be able to see that. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, Floco's up already with 4 banks. So he's up earlier than I get up with Dutch, but he has less banks.
And to be honest, I saw him once on his stream. He was making 3 banks and going to H2.
Yeah, that's what he did this game.
Yeah.
Jalen. Okay, he already has his 3 TCs up. So opfrumm has all of his TCs, I mean all of his market upgrades done. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Why does it say he sent wood card? He doesn't even have the wood card. Why did it? Oh, you know what? That's probably a bug with the wood card for France, because in... No, wait, no, that one was the team one, though. That was Circular Saws, that was Team I've... Why does it say opfrumm sent the wood card when he didn't? I don't know. Because he doesn't have it.
Is it on RE? It's not a team card, or is it a team?
No, the team code was Circular Saws, right? For France.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a bug from the UI. We need to say that the UI is not made for treaty at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still really good. Like, just the ability to see the resources, the population is amazing.
Yeah. It's just not made for so many resources and everything. But I think it's pretty fine anyway.
So what I was saying before is he had all his upgrades done, but he's randomly banking 300 wood, which is going to slow down his industrial age up.
Oh yeah.
And it looks like they're sharing the hunts down here, kinda. But they should really be putting these in soon.
Yeah, I would really like that they go and but this because to be honest, I said at the start that the hunt next to the middle TP is for Team Floco and Siveria, and now it's moved, so it's on the other side, so it's their problem, to be honest.
Okay, he is sending a Vil now. And so is Floco, actually.
Oh, yeah, nice. And I think it's always a bit annoying to get this hunt here out of this corner.
Floco's 8th bank going up now. Getting both wood upgrades for his bells. I mean both coin upgrades. He already has all the wood upgrades. Okay, Zibira has clicked up to industrial. He looks like he's on point with that. Same with J. Louis. These are fairly impressive industrial age up times. Like, they're decent. Just that opfrumm was a little late.
Do you think it's a really good age up time for ports? To H5?
It'd be like 14 minutes and 35 seconds, 14 minutes 40 seconds. I'd say he's gonna get about 15 minutes and 30 seconds, which is still pretty good, but... Wait.
I'm sorry, but could you maybe check your Skype or the Twitch chat? Maybe it's still, oh, I think it's away. Yeah. I sent you a screenshot how I have my settings for the donation bar and the economy unit population stuff and everything if you want.
Let's see. Oh, wait. It's 'cause I don't see it. I don't see it as blocking anything.
Like this, it's fine. It's not.
It's weird. I'll just move it to the bottom, like they said. Oh my god. No, I just accidentally moved it in the corner to where... Oh my god.
Well, all players at the same time going to H5.
I'm trying to get the donation bar back. I think I just need to delete it and make it again. I messed it up so much.
Yeah, or just click.
How do I get it back if I move it into the corner?
Yeah, wait. Just when you click on the browser source, then it should show you a red box or something, and then maybe you found it.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, just move it more in the corner a bit, that
Yeah,
people say
that
how
is
much
good.
it is, and yeah.
I didn't really see it blocking anything other than...
Yeah, this is fine. It will be in.
Okay, so we see immediately that opfrumm... Okay, he's moving his mouse now.
And maybe the calculation economic unit population, that you just put it in the left corner, and then the screen is mostly free, then should be fine.
Alright, yeah. It's not very useful for treaty anyway. It's better to just look at the bottom screen.
Yeah, I think it's
'Cause
not so useful for treaty.
You know exactly how much economic unit population everyone has, so it's actually useless to show it.
Yeah. Do you think it's more useful to have the wood trickle as friends or the exotic hardwood?
Oh, wood trickle for sure.
In the long run, I think it's better.
Yeah. Because, like, if you and your opponent are both low, and then it gets to a point where you don't want to have anyone on wood, then the wood trickle's a lot better.
Oh, and we see a front mill from Siberia.
Did opfrumm skip Royal Mint, or is that just another UI bug? No, it's just a UI bug, because he definitely sent Royal Mint. Oh, this wood, he has his factories on food still. Normally you want them on wood because this is the slowest gathering resource.
Oh yeah, they are on food and they're also not upgraded.
Oh yeah, it's like opfrums are on food and they're upgraded, but Jays are on food and they're not upgraded. Maybe he just forgot. Like maybe he got the wood upgrade but forgot to switch them. Used to happen to me sometimes. Like I'd have a factory on coin instead of.
And also opfrumm, he have also his factory still on food, but they are upgraded.
Yeah. And Floco has his on coin and Zephyr has his on wood, and this is very standard for both of them.
But this is weird. I'm pretty sure because the trade post is a bit out of position and not so close to the trade wood. I'm pretty sure it would when it would be in the right
Yeah.
spawns and they couldn't.
The post is on the wrong side of the route. If it were right here, it'd be unreachable.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Jalen Noob is building in natives. That's expected. Judging by the position of this mill, it actually looks like Ziviera wants to play out of nets.
Yes, and also his church is on the side next to the cliffs, so out of net.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that confirms it.
Yeah. This is really unexpected.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They also have a lot of trees here. So hopefully one of them will send some bills. And Ziviera already has a few chopping, but I think that it's just moving them back. It'd be very good. It would be a lot better for Ziviera if they could get this chopped before 40. So he can have a decent pre-40 FB.
Yeah, in my opinion, he should have stopped chopping here and stopped more on his front
For
base.
sure. There's also a lot to chop in natives too. So they should definitely be sending wood chop. Should be sending vills to chop wood in the natives also.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure why Floco's not going for it and chop some wood there. Maybe he just think he pushed so hard that he don't need to.
Yeah. Like, it's probably just for fun, because there's no strategical reason that you would put Spain out of natives or putting Dutch in natives. Like, Spain loses the port out of natives, especially if port, like, plays splitting and takes control of this.
Yeah.
And France beats Dutch because, I mean, France is basically a better version of Dutch. They both have more room for military, and they're both like a skirm massing civ, but France has better skirms. France has a better eco.
Yeah, and also I think Dutch has they're really not good.
Spain has a chance against France if they can push really hard and then may force the France player to run out of food. And
Okay.
Dutch beats ports out of natives, I think.
Just do it fast, then you're done.
I'm going to be quiet.
Blind pick is only if the players are disagreeable.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you're right. It's just when Dutch push so hard, and then when France just trade 30 seconds too late or something, he will run out of food.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like Xavier did send a sufficient amount of vills to chop out his FB. And Floco
Yeah.
sent some with Lips.
I think he just realized that it's not possible to make a good front base with all this wood.
Only 8 though, I would actually send 12. There are a lot of trees in the cliffs.
You send that early an advanced arsenal for boss, or better for too fast training and the 2-piece?
You can get the arsenal and 2Bs and fast training with ports.
Then I do something wrong.
Do you send the mortar range card?
No.
Oh. You get one fast training card, I don't think you get both unless you're like against a German player who deletes spells.
You definitely don't get both.
Yeah, you don't get both. But you can send 2B and arsenal. And one training card. Do you send explorers or any other card before 40? Like, I don't know.
I know we see also Flocos chopping some wood in the cliffs.
Yeah. Xavier making anti-running buildings on this side of Floco's base, which is good.
My opinion, Spain shouldn't split his army.
Yeah, but if they have to, if they have no other choice, like they
Yeah, of course, when you have no choice, but then it's pretty hard to also split the monks, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I usually don't split the monks. I just put the monks on where like the main fight is happening, because normally there's a distinct main fight. Like normally if someone tries to jump or split, they'll either put more attention on the split, in which case you just move the monks over, or they'll put more attention on the main fight, in which case you keep the monks in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, these walls are not so good.
Oh, yeah, they're not good.
When you shoot at them with the mortar, just where they cross, also the one next to it fall.
Yeah. I mean, he really just needs to he needs to delete the segments that aren't gateable, and he needs to delete the segment that's like crossing through the second layer, and then his walls would look decent.
I would like to see yellow making later front TC.
Yeah, for sure. Same with Floco actually, and Jay the Noob. Like, spamming explorers is really good for any civ, and they both have the improved explorer card, which will let them spam the explorer dog as well.
Yeah. So what do you think about the matchup Ports versus Spain out of Nats?
Yeah, ports win. Like in ports with a couple options, they can camp with like 7 towers and organ guns, and then like Cascoon and just drain out the Spain. And like without Nats, it's really hard for Spain to push into that. And because what usually happens is they end up lacking good anti-cav, and they're weak to Huss flanks and stuff. And the other option ports have is just to like split everywhere, and this is probably the better option. Like be splitting here, and also trying to control this part, because if ports can wall this like the tip of the V, then they can like put mortars and like kill half of the red player's base.
Yeah, I need to say I really like the spawn of this map. I mean, when the trade route spawns like this, because then you can really camp in this corner of the trade route and make some mortars.
Yeah, there are a lot of options.
But what do you think about Mascas as ports with a few goons versus Spain?
Yeah, that's what they should do if they want to push. Spain would go skirm rod against that, and that wins cost effectively, so ports would also need a lot of artillery and mortars to really be able to push into that. Like skirm rod actually beats Muscas.
Yeah, this is true.
And then I already explained why France should beat Dutch. Oh yeah, another thing is gendarmes have a lot of HP, and Reuters have trouble killing Cav. I mean, they still counter Cav, but not as well as goons, so it takes a long time for the gendarmes to die, and they end up tanking a lot of range damage. Which means their
But I need to say that Floko's score is really good as Dutch.
Oh yeah. He had like 600 points at 20 minutes, which is very good.
We can also nice from Floko here that he have his envoys to take some map control.
Yeah. That's something that, like, if running were more of a thing in Treaty, people would have units spread out all over the map for line of sight, like, every game. Because it's just so good to know what your opponent's doing on, like, the other side of the map. It's like a free map hack, basically. Or, like, free spies.
Oh, but this is also pretty smart, I need to say, that you put this native scout instead. It's more to scout the...
Yeah, he's gonna see everything Flocko made here, that's really good. He's gonna see that Flocko made... Oh, actually, I can do... There's a lot... I don't have to count, I can just go into military units. He made 8 Colves, 7 horse artillery, 37 skirms, 20 Reuters. So, like, he might see that Flocko made only 8 Colves and then choose to make 10 Colves to counter it.
Thing to play versus Dutch is usually just annoying.
Yeah, it is pretty annoying. They'll always be pushing into you because they have a bigger army.
So what do you think, what will France do to counter Dutch?
Well, just play the skirm artillery war with a couple gendarmes to tank.
Yeah. But it will be tough.
Yeah. But I still think France should outright win that matchup.
purple trade super early.
That's actually good against these civs. You want to trade early so that you don't want run out of food. Like Dutch and Spain both have a lot of, like Spain has a lot of pushing power and Dutch has a lot of pop. Both of these civs will create games where both players are draining really fast, so you want to make sure you don't run out of food. So trading early is actually the way to go in both these matchups.
Okay.
Well, in natives at least. Out of natives, you can get away with pretty late trades. So Spain's army is pretty decent. Like, at this point, he's already invested so much pop in normal units. I hope he doesn't go artillery and he just goes skirm lancer, just makes more lancers, which it looks like he's doing more skirms. He probably has lancers in queue. Actually, it's hard to say. But now he just needs to be careful so that his opponent doesn't scout it. Like if his opponent has scouts, if his opponent scouts the lancer skirm army, he'll know not to make any corves or artillery, and he'll know to like just go like musks, casts, artillery.
Yeah. But sadly, purple have a will stacking here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, she should just delete that one segment that's sticking out.
Yeah.
One thing you can do is like hide parts of your army, like show the skirms but hide the lancers. You don't need to hide your entire army. Like just hide the parts that you don't want your opponent to know about.
Yeah, until now we don't see any start army from board.
Yeah. Oh, he just popped out with 10 hussars and some coals. Unfortunately, it looks like he's like he probably didn't realize his opponent is making rods. Like he didn't scout it. It's pretty unfortunate. Like 10 rods and 13 halbs, like combined with the lancers, will just shit on any cav. But if he had chosen not to make any rods, then the hussars would be really good. And so opfrumm is making 3 towers in his forward base, which means he's definitely gonna camp. If your opponent makes towers before 40, even if his base is pretty far back, that definitely means he's camping.
I wanted also to say that we don't see any will here on this side to wall up and to take some map control.
So looks like opfrumm is not gonna play the running splitting game. He's just gonna camp. It'll be interesting to see if he even moves his army up or if he's just gonna sit there. And Jay the Noob did exactly what I said. Like, he saw Floco made 8 coal, so he made 10. Ugh. That invisible scout can be really strong.
To be honest, in my opinion, Ports will lose the start fight.
Yeah, Ports usually lose the start fight to Spain. Especially if the Spain player hides his start army properly, because then you have to do a lot of guesswork. Like, is he going Lancer, or is he going to make some artillery, or is he going to go full artillery? So yeah, Ports usually lose the start fight. It's unfortunate that Yellow didn't scout though, because he could have easily, because Ziv was showing his army.
Yeah.
He is going to move up. Oh, right.
I think it's F5.
Yeah, that's the default hotkey. Obviously, like, I switched all my hotkeys, but yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god. Yellow doesn't have any arsenal upgrades.
Oh shit. Did he even yeah, like not even advanced, not even the normal arsenal upgrades, just like no arsenal. Okay.
No. Doesn't make an arsenal, he forgot it. Oh
It's
god.
unfortunate. The tournament game too.
And he also, I'm pretty sure he don't know, but he didn't have the 2-piece out from the judge.
Yeah. So Floco lost the start fight because he only had 8 goals versus Jada Noob's 10, but Jada Noob really needs to retarget his goals actually, or else Floco might, you know, win because Floco was targeting his goals. So yeah, it looks like opfrumm lost the start fight really hard. Now he's just spamming hussers. But Xavier is counting that with rods. Countering with rods.
Yeah, and he really will not get his pop so full.
Against this, I would just try Musk Cascade with some organs. And yeah, oh yeah, his pop is dropping rapidly and he's really struggling to stay 200. And it looks like Jay the Noob also got overrun by Floco's post-start on the Husser spam. And, like, Jay the Noob could have won the start fight a lot harder if he had retargeted his goals, I think. Now Floco still has 3 force artilleries left.
I would have liked that boss players make directly some natives from the native post.
Yep. Yeah. Like, while you're like, even if you're out of natives, like, while you're waiting on upgrades, you can queue a few natives and either send them to your own fight or send them to your teammate's fight.
It doesn't matter, you just have some extra pop.
The amount of rods Zip is making is really good here because his opponent's not making very many skirmishers, just mostly cav. And his opponent also has 0 organ guns.
And he's raining hard with his board.
Yeah, it's already in the 1600s.
I'm not sure why he makes some tools and mortar.
Yeah. What yellow really needs is organs, like something to whittle down the scum ass. Meanwhile, like, looks like Jay the Noob is stabilizing, but if he wants to win, he really needs to get control of the artillery more again.
I would also like to see him with 2 builds in his base, in his front base, that they stop chopping wood and making some towers.
Oh yeah.
Would be pretty smart.
Looks like they're both starting to queue towers actually, in the natives at least. Out of natives, Ziv is pushing, so he doesn't really need towers, and it looks like opfrumm is making towers, which is good. But again, he really needs organs because all these musks are fighting skirms with a couple rods to like tank. Like, they're not gonna win that. It's like musk with maybe a couple cassadors against like pure skirm with it. Okay, cool. So Jay the Noob did get wolves out.
Could also try to make like maybe 10 goons and to snipe the monks.
Oh yeah, out of nats, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in nats I'm pretty sure it will not work because with the
you would need to do it while you would need to do it while you have hussers on his skirms, because if the skirms have free range, they're just gonna annihilate all the goons. But if there are hussers tanking, then you can maybe move goons forward and snipe a missionary or 2. And obviously it has to happen when there aren't any rods on the field, because otherwise the rods will just smash into them and destroy them. I like how Ziv has a mortar in the corner here. He'll be able to shoot Jay the Noob's barracks. Jay the Noob's taking artillery control. He's making musks. I don't like that in this mashup. It's like a scum war, so you don't really want any musks. And I would like Jay the Noob to be making a few more curs against... Because Foco, he has 90 scums out right now and only 9 roiders. So like 5 or 10 curs would like last a very long time. And he's making 5 curs right now, which is good.
In my opinion, when you play Nats, you don't need mask at all.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't be making Musk. I mean, it's matchups. Like, not in this matchup for sure. I mean, there are a couple matchups where you still make Musk and natives, like maybe versus Spain or something.
Yeah.
Oh, in Spain calls one-shot organ guns. So, I like how Ziv has the entire map walled, like, even though they're advantaged here skill-wise, like, he's doing everything he can. Oh shit, yeah. That sucks. So he's doing everything he can to make sure he doesn't lose the game, like walling the entire map, taking this side, like just completely controlling the game so that like there's absolutely zero chance that he'll lose his position.
Yeah, and also really the problem is that purple still don't have the second native post, and yellow still don't have any arsenal upgrades.
Okay, he is taking it now, but it was very, very late.
Yeah.
And he is getting pushed in by Floco now. He needs to spam cav or take artillery control, like something to get out of this position. And Ziv also taking the trade route, which is good. Alright, sorry, what were you saying?
And did you see that Ziv is also there's a noob, their boss stacking shipments. Oh, never mind, Ziv just realized it now. But Friends is stacking a lot of shipments.
I like the making Horside from Ziv more initiative, because opfrumm probably won't be thinking to make goals when he's getting smashed by Rod's Lancer. So like the Horside is like more initiative to additionally destroy your opponent. Jay's Horside positioning is pretty good. It's far back so that Floco's Colbs can't reach it, but they can still like shoot Floco's natives or maybe some scuds. His artillery, like his Colbs are just sitting there. Like I think he forgot to waypoint his artillery founders. He's moving them now, but it's a lot better to have a waypoint.
Yeah.
Wait. Is that a 10 I see on France's shipments?
Yes, it's a 10.
Holy
Really?
he just completely forgot. He went full Lucas.
The last shipment he sent was cheaper nuts, and that's all.
It's like watching Lucas playing German. Okay, I'll stop.
Actually really a bit sad. But I guess it's always when you play tournament game, it's something special.
There's a lot of pressure when you're playing tournament games, and it's a lot easier to forget stuff.
Yeah.
And especially when your opponents are as good as like Floco and Zivira.
So it could be an option for opfrumm and Jay's noob that they just wore the nuts close and that their boss start to fight on eco.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I guess Jay could wall the Nats and try a full double on the Spain player. I mean, it'd be hard to wall the Nats though, since his army's already pushed right into his FB. Like, where's, like... He's gonna have to wall all the way back here. The Wolf Micro is looking really good in the Nats with 2 groups. But, yeah.
Oh, was really fast.
Yep. Well played by Floco and Samira.
Yes, well played.
Jay was just a bit slow on taking artillery control, and maybe not enough gendarmes. I mean, he was making some gendarmes, and really slow getting the second native, and not any shipments also hurt him. He just realized it. He probably has like a build. He has like 10 shipments in queue right now. probably. I don't know how I can see shipments that are being sent. It's not
Yeah,
in
but-
text being researched. Oh, Jay the Noob is completely out of coin, so this is pretty over.
Out of coin and out of food.
Just lost control. He got
Yeah.
pushed. Classic could get pushed into EFP and lose control game. So well played.
Well, this was a short game.
Yeah. It was a good effort though.
But we can really see that French eco is just so strong compared to the other street civs.
Well, it's actually a bug because it counts the food that you gather for trade, and then it counts all the coin that you get from trade. So this is the actual amount he gathered is probably closer to like 280,000, but it's still more than everyone else.
Yeah, and yellow just gets inhalated from Siberia.
Yeah.
Well, I would say thanks for watching, even when it was just a short game.
Yeah.
And I don't know, you're going to play more in stream or?
Not sure.
Okay.
Zepex hosting.
Then I guess talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.